Greetings, I'm Andy, and I'm Josh, and welcome back to the Windmill. Japanese people make beautiful noises. So this is the 5th episode of Lovebites at the Windmill, if you will. We did 3 live stuff and then a studio stuff, and the people were complaining that we did studio stuff and not more live stuff, so now we're gonna do more studio stuff, because that's just the sort of people we are. Well, the truth is, we really want to see the live versions as well, but if something has an official video, we want to see it. Yeah, so if there's a live version of this that we really should check out, don't hesitate to let us know. But we also really want to look at this one. So we will. So this is Glory to the World. And this was actually highly requested, I think without specific indications that we should do any live versions. So we're going to go. I'm really excited about this. I have 2 things to say about it. The first thing is, I like the world, so I agree with their message. The second is, I think this was shot in the same place as the Angel of Salvation video from Galerius that we checked out earlier. By the way, that video was only half the song. The bloody thing is 15 minutes long. We gotta check out the live version. So yeah, I think this is gonna be really, really interesting, both sonically and visually and in every other way. And I can be more hyped. Are you ready? No. Okay, we have verse, chorus so far.
Yes.
So now stuff's gonna happen. which is a little scary. Right, I love how present the orchestra is in this one, and it's probably the most like joyful and uplifting we've heard from them so far. So that energy is really coming across, and it's really, really nice. The leads were great. They were just like some snippets, no actual solo so far, but like the tandem soloing, and I think even some of the bends where they were doing the same motions at the same time were really cool also visually. And the last thing I want to say is the Japanese know how to make good use of churches. Yeah, this is such a cool video setting. That's all I had to say. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay. What hits me most about this one, and I don't know if it's my favorite thing, is it's got the really constant power metal pace on the drums. And it's got the same pace going on through the chorus as well, which is why you don't get so much of a difference in volume between verse and chorus. And that's the thing I've gotten used to really like. But it makes sense because it still kind of changes the tone, and it's not flat or linear or anything because of all those transitions and grooves and stuff that she does on the drumming. I love her drumming style because this is one of the main gripes I have with power metal drumming is exactly this constant style. So someone who can just throw those surprises in there like that to give it some sparks, some spices, is everything it needs to, well, I guess, give you some sparks and surprises. Yes! It's everything it needs to mix it up and to have you not expecting what's coming. So that's really cool. I love the song. Can't say it's my favorite so far, but I love the sound of it, and I love the vocals, and I love the lyrics. We go? Okay. Oh, man. That was such a power move at the end. Wow! Step into the light. You probably came from all the shredding. Shredding Dude's light is good light. I mean, she was saying something about we'll join the new world. Maybe the new world is alive. Produced by Shredding. Yes. Right. So, the solo sections was insane again, like we saw in Windsor, Transylvania. But everything about this song is more uplifting. Okay, when you say the solo section, I have one very important question. Which one? I mean, they kind of all came together, so all of it. So, basically what we had the first part with verse, chorus, and then it started tearing it apart, going a bit darker and sound more dramatic, I guess. And that's where the solos kicked in. And the solos kind of, well, they had a lot of transitions. And that's the first thing I liked. It had that dynamic solo section where the background isn't the same all the way through. You are focused on the lead, but the music in the background is also changing and keeping things interesting. That was really cool. And then we got the chorus one more time, and then it flowed into that kind of harmonized guitars with vocals and with backing vocals thing going on, and it was just like building and building and building and building. So, okay, so about that part. Oohs and ahs in vocals are some of the cheesiest things to me. So, I had to crack up a bit there. But, I thought it was really cool how they kind of followed vocal melodies with guitar melodies. Yeah. That was what kind of made that work. And then the power move at the end was kind of like tying the bow on a present after you spent like an hour packing it. Yeah, it's almost like, you know how when you offer someone a present or bring something at some social gathering and they're like, oh, you shouldn't have. And you want to give it to them and, oh, you shouldn't have. And if you do that to Lovebites, they'll be like, well, if I wanted all this time to make all this awesome thing to give it to you and you tell me you shouldn't have, I'm gonna whack you over the head with it. And that was the ending, because in all this glorious and beautiful and uplifting vibe, that power move and the way it just slammed was just so out of nowhere, but also so well placed at the same time that I just felt attacked by wonder. I came up with a metaphor that was actually good once, and you turned it into that. I don't make metaphors, I make extremely long analogies that no one follows. Do the outro. If you enjoyed this reaction, we really appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoy your stay, and we look to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Come see that.